Okay, guys, we'll get started. So coming to sit on your cushion or pillow, or just comfortably sitting cross-legged. Today is a really beautiful, auspicious day to be practicing together. It's the full moon in Scorpio, really powerful full moon. The Buddha was born on the Scorpio full moon in May, and then he attained enlightenment on the full moon in Scorpio in May, and he died also on the full moon in Scorpio in May. So it's like this portal that we have available to us today to really tap into that beautiful energy, you know, of the Buddha and any other master that, you know, has shown really what we can do with our life. This is accessible to all of us. Just by being present, by channeling the power of the breath, and by using this practice, this time together to create an experience of yourself, for yourself, that allows you to live in a completely transformed way, to live and experience joy and bliss, which is really the goal, right? The goal of human life is to be the best version of yourself, and then to serve others, to help others become and experience this joy also through your love, through your friendship, through your presence alone. You can uplift so many people. Each one of us has this potential, has this ability. So that's our simple intention for tonight. But with joy, you know, with no pressure at all. Just through laughter, through joy, through lightness. We don't want to make any of this too heavy. You know, spiritual practice can easily become this other thing that we have to do, right? Like we have to meditate or we have to do the practice. We don't want to allow it to become that. Like we want to sit and be present for ourselves out of joy, you know, because it makes us feel better. It makes us love ourselves more and love others in a deeper, more meaningful way. So I invite you to close your eyes, rest your hands however they're comfortable, and we'll take some breaths, shorter inhale, so maybe 5 seconds in or a little shorter or longer, really depends on what you are comfortable with. But the exhale is longer, so try to aim for double the length. So shorter inhale and then double the length of the inhale is what you will be keeping in your awareness for the timing of the exhale. So let's say you do 5 counts in, try to exhale in 10 counts. And your eyes are closed, you can gently focus on, rest your awareness at the brow point, between your eyebrows, up and within. And notice your body as you continue this breath. Just notice, am I leaning forward? Am I leaning back? Are my shoulders tensing up? Is my face soft? Is my jaw relaxed? Just bringing your awareness, scanning through the body. And allow gravity to help you. So without effort, just a softening, a sensing, a connecting to gravity. And how when we can trust the earth to hold us, to hold our weight, we can find that beautiful place of balance where there's very little effort. Continuing this breath, if you're just joining us, shorter inhale, longer exhale. And contemplating as you keep breathing, what do you want from your life? What are your goals? What are your dreams? Allow them to twirl around in your mind and your heart. Just notice what's there today. This doesn't have to be final or set in stone. It's just in this moment. What are you present to? What would bring you joy? And maybe it's just breathing and being present. But notice, because we have these desires, right? We have these cravings. And that was one of the beautiful teachings of the Buddha. Is to learn how can we detach ourselves a little bit from these external cravings or these illusions of what will bring us happiness. Because ultimately what really brings us happiness is from within. It's to feel peaceful, to feel complete. And we're going to do a meditation after the set to really experience that, to dive in deep to the soul's desires. Take a few more of these breaths. Feel your legs, your knees, your thighs heavy. Feel their weight releasing towards the floor. And at the same time, feel lengthening through the spine. So imagine that you're growing a little bit taller. The crown of the head is lifting towards the ceiling. And we'll take a deep breath in together. And breathe out. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Gently rub them together, feeling the palms, feeling this extension of your heart and the left and right side of the body. Steady the palms, bring them in prayer pose, and press your thumbs at the center of the chest. Sitting up tall, we'll tune in by chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo. It means I bow to the infinite wisdom, to the true essence within me. So we're bowing to that wise teacher that is always within us. Inhaling deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in. Exhale. Come onto your hands and knees. We'll do a warm-up called cat-cow. I think all of you are probably familiar with this. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Toes are pointed back. Inhaling, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding the spine. Drawing your navel point towards the spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Equal weight on your hands and your knees. And you can move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. We're matching the rhythm of the movement with the rhythm of the breath. So inhaling to look up, exhaling as you drop the head. You can go slow, you can go medium or pace, or you can go fast. And you can start slow, and as you feel your spine warming up, you can go faster. Keep your eyes closed, focus them at the brow point. Allowing each one of these postures to become an exploration, a deepening of the connection with that wise inner teacher, that wise voice that you knew so well as a child. Go a little bit faster if you can. Come to a neutral spine and exhale and come into child's pose. Rest your forehead to the mat. Inhale, slowly come up and come sitting in easy pose, sitting cross-legged. We're going to bring the hands onto the shoulders. Thumbs are in the back, 4 fingers in the front. Keep the elbows parallel to the floor. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale, turn to the right. Your head follows the movement of the elbows. You close your eyes, focus them at the brow point. Breathe powerfully with this movement. Find the rhythm. Inhale, center. Hold the breath in. When you need to exhale, exhale and release your hands. Take your time. Hands on your knees. The Kriya that we're going to practice today is called the positive mind Kriya for achievement. So a positive mind, we have 3 minds in the yogic teachings: negative, positive, and neutral. Negative doesn't mean it's a bad mind, right? Or only thinks negative thoughts. It's just a polarity, right? Just like in electrons, positive, negative charges. So the positive mind is expansive. It sees possibilities. It's the mind that helps us dream, right? That helps us see into the future what we want. The negative mind protects us. So it helps us see, hey, there's a bear, run. You know, like it's the more survival-oriented brain, but also very helpful. Helps protect and keep us safe. The neutral mind is our meditative mind. So it's the mind that can observe both polarities and stay neutral. And so this Kriya is for expanding, for strengthening the positive mind, but all of the sets and meditations are also for deeply strengthening and dwelling in the neutral mind, right? The meditative mind. So this first exercise is Sufi grinds. We're going to hold on to the knees and make big circles. So you're stretching as if you're trying to stretch the center of the chest forward, and then creating more space between your shoulder blades as you lean back. It's a beautiful movement for the spine, very healing for the spine. Keep going in the same direction that you started in. Doesn't matter which direction you started. Just keep going in that same direction, and we'll switch at some point. I will let you know. So you may close your eyes, focus them at the brow point. And enjoy this movement and breathe. Reverse the direction. See if you can make the circles a little bit bigger. Feel this spiral, this circle of energy that you're creating here. Imagine that you were drawing a circle around the head. Please come center, tall spine, inhale deeply, hold the breath in, apply root lock, Mulaband. So you're engaging the pelvic floor, bringing the navel center in, and hold the breath in. As long as you comfortably can. When you feel you can't hold the breath anymore, you can softly exhale. Release the Mulaband. The next posture is a forward bend, so the legs will be straight and together and flexed, flexing the hips. Lifting the arms up, stretching yourself up tall, and then exhaling towards the feet, hand towards the feet. Inhale, exhale. So you're focusing on bringing your belly towards the thighs and moving with the breath. Inhaling up, exhale down. Keep going. Close your eyes, keep moving this way. If you feel it's too tight in the hips, you can always sit up on a cushion or bolsters. This one. Feeling the flow. So Scorpio is all about water, about emotions. So as you move with your breath, feeling the fluidity, feeling the water element in the body. my sisters right inside. Let's lift each other up. Sing it from your heart. Let's sing. Let's inhale up, stretch up. Exhale, fold down and relax your hands. Allow the hands to go to the floor, round the spine, release the head. You don't have to force anything. You could be pretty high up. That's completely fine. Just resting where you can, breathing on your deep. Choose the order. Inhale, slowly come up. Gently shake out your legs. Shake, shake, shake. Shake out your feet. And come sitting cross-legged. If you'd like, you could sit up on a blanket or bolster. This next one. We're going to move the shoulders in opposite directions. So one shoulder rolls back and the other one rolls forward. Back and forward. It doesn't matter which one, you just alternate. One goes up, the other one goes forward. Your hands are just resting on your lap. You can close your eyes. Your chin is slightly in towards the chest, so slight chin lock. As if you're trying to draw the chin in more towards the front of the neck. And now reverse, so whichever one you're going back now will go forward and the other one the opposite direction. You might feel some warmth. This is good. Want to release tension, stress. We often hold in the shoulders. Notice your breath, don't forget to breathe. Bring both shoulders up now, towards the ears, as high up as they'll go. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in. Exhale, release them down. And off of your cushion, if you're sitting on one, we're going to bring the left leg out, right foot, so my foot is flexed, and then my right foot is resting on the inside of your thigh. If you're able to reach the toes. You'll be reaching the toes with the right hand. Index and thumb will be interlacing around the big toe. And you'll be pressing into the big toenail. And then with the other arm, the left hand will hold the sole of the foot. So if you can't reach the foot, that's okay. Just rest your hands wherever they can reach. It doesn't matter where you can reach. And here we're going to breathe long and deep. So inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, bringing belly towards the thigh, and then holding yourself in this posture. Stretching over the leg. And begin now, breath of fire. So breath of fire is an equal inhale and exhale through the nose. Pretty rapid breath. Sounds like this. Every time I'm exhaling, my navel, so right below the belly button, is coming in towards the spine. And then I'm releasing it with the inhale. Exhaling, it's coming in. Inhaling. So you don't have to go very fast. If it's your first time, you can do a slow breath of fire. This breath is amazing for the nervous system. It helps to reboot your entire nervous system and charges up your magnetic field. Try to stay steady, keep going with the breath of fire. Equal inhale and exhale, drawing the navel in every time you exhale. And gently inhaling, coming up slowly and stretching the right leg out, shaking them out. Preparing for the same thing on the other side. So the right leg will be straight, foot flexed, left foot will rest on the inside of the leg. We'll hold on to the big toe, the index and middle finger, or just rest your arms where you can. Release the hand from the leg. And reaching for the foot. So same thing, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, belly towards the thigh, bring your chin in. So chin walk, chin in towards the chest. And begin breath of fire. Good, keep going, steady breath. And try to keep that, the leg that straight, keep it nice and flexed. Close your eyes, focus them at the brow point. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the legs together. I'm standing up. And if you like extra support, so we're coming into some squats. We're going to be squatting into crow pose and then standing all the way back up. So if you'd like some extra support, then you have maybe a blanket, or you can roll up half of your mat and put your heels on it, or you could use a cushion. It helps to have a little extra support under your heels only, right? So the toes are still going to be on the floor. The hands will be interlaced. And the feet are about hip width or a little bit wider. Find what's comfortable for you. So this will be the inhale. And exhale, we're squatting all the way down. Inhale up, exhale, squat down. Inhale up, exhale, squat. And if this is not working for your knees, as always, feel free to modify or adjust. You could come into a tiny little squat without having to bend all the way down. Find something that works. Keep going. So when you stand up, you can bring the hands away from the lower back, giving a little stretch there, pulling the arms away, and then allowing them to soften like that. Very good, everyone. I know it's not easy. Keep going. We just have a little bit more. Thirty more seconds. Last three. So we're done with that last one. Come up. And just move the body a little bit. Make some hip circles. Shake. Circle. Shake. Foot. The other foot. Sideways. Yeah. Okay. And come sitting down. Good. So coming back on the cushion if you'd like. I'm going to inhale, lift the shoulders up, and then roll them back. So now both shoulders are going together. I'm going to ease you into the floor. So just lifting up. And down. And going in deep in and out through the nose, lowering your heart rate. Slow down. Try to keep your head straight, your chin parallel to the floor. switch directions and go forward and back. Noticing as you continue this movement, noticing the shoulders, noticing this upper body, shoulders and neck. Noticing maybe any tension, seeing for this movement, you can undo some knots, you can bring in some fluidity, some water elements into the shoulders, the neck, into our brains, which are so much in love with trying to figure everything out. When sometimes it's good to surrender a little bit, to enter into that flow that we cannot necessarily control. Just a few more of these shoulder rolls, and then bring both shoulders up towards the ears. Hold the breath in as long as you can. Can't think any more, relax. Bring your shoulders down on the back, on towards the floor. Okay. We're going to come lying down on our backs. This next exercise will be holding both legs up to 90 degrees with breath of fire. So your arms will be by your sides. The toes, feet are up, toes are pointed. Your palms are by your side, palms facing down. Or if you need extra support for the lower back, the abs, you can place your palms under your seat, under the hips, and hold it this way. So please begin breath of fire. Close your eyes. The whole upper body is resting on the floor. Just so both legs are straight up. Steady breath of fire. Inhale, hold the breath in. Exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hold on to the shins and gently rock side to side. And then move back. From center, walk up and down on the spine a few times, maybe 2-3 times. And then coming up to sit, cross-legged. This next exercise is like a chopping motion. So your palms are together, the arms are straight, and you're bringing the arms about 60 degrees, and then back down. Inhaling, exhaling. Good, so you want to move really powerfully and breathe powerfully in rhythm with this movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep going. Eyes closed, focused at the brow point. This exercise helps to move out grief and sadness from the lungs. We're opening up meridian lines for the heart and for the lungs that run through our arms and into our body, and also energetically helps clear the aura, the auric field and the space in front of our heart. Just a few more seconds. Inhale, bring the arms up, reach up. Exhale. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe long and deep. And just notice any changes, notice any sensations in the body, around the body, in the mind. Every time we stop and pay attention, we're strengthening our ability to be present, our ability to feel our bodies, to notice sensations when they arise, not to just repress them or put these feelings or emotions aside. We're strengthening, training ourselves to honor them, to allow the energy to flow, the energy of our emotions, the energy of our thoughts, the energies of our body. Because our bodies are always naturally striving for balance, for wholeness and healing. But oftentimes we hinder that, we interfere, we repress. And so if we allow the natural movement of energy in the body, we can experience so much greater health and greater feelings of well-being. So this next posture, you'll be standing up. And I'd like you to be mindful of your lower back for this one. So lean back only as much as is comfortable for you. The arms will be together and up. So my palms are up and then leaning back. But again, if you're feeling a strain in the lower back, you could just be more or less straight. If you're very flexible and you can lean all the way back, you can lean back. But be mindful of your spine, of your lower back. So holding here with breath of fire. And we'll start the timer for us. So lifting the rib cage, lengthening the spine, and then when you feel that rooting through the feet, through the legs, then you can lean back as much as feels comfortable and begin that breath of fire. Notice your shoulders, so don't let the shoulders come up too much towards the ears. Keep them down, keep them soft, relaxed down towards the floor. Continue to hold this position with breath of fire. Inhale. Exhale, release. Arms down. And take a breath. Exhale. We're going to come lying down on our backs again. So doing a little bit of abdominal work here. And I'll show you some modifications. This is a pretty intense one for the abdominals. So option one is the hardest, and the hands are up in parallel. This arms parallel, they're straight up from the shoulder blades. And one leg goes about 60 degrees, the other one goes about 12 inches. Breath of fire, and then you switch. So that's option one, right? Pretty challenging. Option two is bring your hands under your hips, palms facing down for support. So the upper body's on the floor, and that makes it a little more manageable with the legs. Option three, if this is putting any strain on the lower back, then just have one foot go down and then alternate them. Okay, so there's something for everyone. Find something that works. But definitely challenge yourself, right? So if it's the mind that doesn't want to do this version, do it anyway. But if it's the body, always listen if there's. So let's begin. Starting the timer. To continue this motion, it's like a scissoring of the legs, switching one leg to the other. Almost there. And relax. Relax the legs, let the feet fall out to the sides. Come back to a long, deep breath. And you might feel a pulse, almost like a heartbeat, at your navel center after this exercise. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Pull them in towards you and rock up. And prepare to come into downward dog or triangle pose, as we call it sometimes in Kundalini yoga. So we'll be holding a pretty traditional downward dog with a special breath that we're going to do. So it's a 4 parts inhale. So like 4 sniffs in to fully inhale, and then 1 long breath out. 4 sniffs in, 1 breath out. And you'll continue that the whole time that you are holding the posture. The eyes, the gaze is directed towards the navel. Your head and your neck are aligned, and you'll apply a slight chin lock. So your chin is slightly in towards the chest. So come into the downward dog. Direct your eyes towards your navel. Imagine that you could gaze at your navel. 4 sniffs to the maximum. So you're feeling that you've completely inhaled as much as you could. And then exhale. Both are through the nose. This is the last posture in the set. After this, we relax. Last 30 seconds. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your knees down to the mat, come into child's pose. And inhale slowly, coming to lay down on your back for Shavasana, a deep relaxation. Take your time, make yourself comfortable. Like a pillow under your head or anything under your knees. Cover yourself with a blanket. Your palms are facing up. Your feet are allowed to fall out to the sides. Feeling gravity, feeling the weight of the body, feeling supported and held. Feeling the floor connecting beneath the floor to the earth. Feeling this beautiful, gentle pull of the earth beneath you. And sensing all the places, all these contact points where your body touches the surface that you're resting on. Just with your awareness, being aware of these places, these contact points in the head and the floor, the shoulders and the floor, the spine, and the entire back body. You're feeling the weight of your arms all the way from your shoulders to the tips of the fingers, feeling them heavy, releasing any effort to hold any part of your body, allowing yourself this time to heal, to come into balance, and to be helped, to surrender, trusting that you are safe, feeling the weight of the hips, and of the legs, the feet, allowing your breath to just move as it wants to, no longer consciously guiding or directing the length or intensity of the breath. Allow the breath to just be what it wants to be right now. And you're just noticing the rhythms inside the body, the rhythm of the breath, this expansion and release, contraction, expanding and releasing. feeling the natural movements that happen in your chest and body as you breathe in and out. Maybe noticing as well the temperature, the air might feel cooler as it enters the nose and warmer as you breathe out. And then noticing the great drummer, the heart, feeling, sensing your own heartbeat. This rhythm that has been with you since you were in your mother's womb. It will be with you until you take your last breath. And breath and heart rhythm, these constant companions. And both of them hold the keys that hold so much wisdom. They hold all the answers that you could ever wish to hear, to receive, all the wisdom, all the tools. And deeply tuning in and receiving, being receptive and present to these rhythms of your breath and your heart. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And gently and slowly you begin to move your fingers and your toes. Rotate the ankles and the wrists. And stretch your arms up above your head. Deep breath in and squeeze every muscle tight. So keep the breath held in and squeeze all the muscles. And exhale, release. And into a cat stretch. Bring your right knee into your chest. Allow it to fall towards the left. And turn your head to the right. Send your right arm forward. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. From center, switch sides. Left knee in, allow it to fall towards the right. And turn your head to the left. Extend your left arm out, palm facing. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. From center, rub your palms together and the soles of feet together. Bring your knees into your chest. Walk up and down about 2 or 3 times, massaging the spine. And then coming up to sit. So finding a comfortable seat for meditation. I'm going to begin this meditation that I was telling you about when we started class. So listening to your soul's needs. So I'm going to guide you through the process as you will be doing a certain breath. You'll continue doing, but there'll be several breath patterns, but the first one we're going to do is through the O-shaped mouth, so like pursing the lips, almost as if you were drinking through the lips, like some fresh water. You were drinking the breath in through the mouth. As long, deep inhale as you can, and then exhaling through the nose. It's like a drink of beautiful, fresh, clear water. And exhaling through the nose. So continue this breath. Continue sipping in the breath through the O-shaped mouth and exhaling slowly and completely through the nose. You're cooling and soothing yourself with this breath. Beautiful practice. Then your eyes will be closed. Comfortable upright posture. So the hands can be facing up, palms facing down, resting in the lap as you wish. Your eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. So continue drinking the breath in a single deep, long sip. And dwell upon this sipping, this taking in, this inhaling of the breath, this crucial need that we have for breath. And deeply satisfy that need as you take these long breaths in through the mouth. Feel that you're satisfying this life-giving air, this deep, deep primordial need is being satisfied with each breath. With each breath, noticing and really feeling in your body what it feels like when you feel complete, when you are receiving what you need. With each breath, allowing yourself to feel peace, to feel a deep feeling of safety, being taken care of. And now we'll continue this breath pattern, but instead of exhaling right away after you inhale through the first lips, you'll hold the breath, holding the breath in comfortably, as long as you can, but without straining. And as you hold the breath in, meditate on 0. Any negative emotional, mental, physical conditions and situations, as they cross your mind, 0 them, transform them into a little point of light, a small, insignificant, non-fact. As you hold the breath in after you've inhaled through the mouth, anything that crosses your mind, any worries, anything that seems difficult, burdensome, just imagine it's light and making it small, 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 tiny to 0. Search for things that you are frustrated, angry, scared, or troubled about. And as you hold the breath, shrink the thoughts. And keep trying this with whatever comes up. Addictions, things you can't live without, things you can't get enough of, things that feel unattainable. Drop their importance. Things that you fear and desire have a great power over you and can make you feel small, incomplete, and powerless. As you meditatively shrink each thought, feeling, and scenario to a tiny point or to nothing, to 0. As it shrinks, you expand. You have victory. And you regain your proper place of power over the things that serve you. Now, continuing the same breath, but as we hold the breath in, instead of thinking of what we want to 0, we're going to call in the qualities and condition that you most desire for your complete happiness and growth. Think of what you need the most and summarize that in a single word with health, relationship, guidance, knowledge, bliss. Just find one word. Lock on that word and that thought and that sensation around that word. And as you hold the breath in, visualize facets of it. You're going to beam the thoughts in a continuous stream as you hold the breath in. Lock onto it. And when you need to, you'll relax the breath. Continuing the same, inhaling through the mouth, locking in, feeling, sensing that word. Look deeper. Because this longing is coming from your soul. You're feeding your soul as you are focusing on this desire, on this longing that you have, on this dream. Allowing yourself to really take in that nourishment. Because what you are craving is always and everywhere available to you by direct thought and feeling. Just by imagining it right now, by sensing it, by feeling and seeing it, it's there. There's nothing we need to do or change. It's right here. You just have to open, know that it's here, and receive it. This breath. That word, sensation to drop in quiet, effort, and come back to the regular breath in the nose and stretch. Check, reach up. Move a little bit side to side, stretching out the body, and relax, release down. So we're going to close with the long-time sun. It's a blessing song that we sing at the end of each class. And you can join me, you can sing out loud from home. And I invite you to visualize someone or our whole planet, wherever you'd like to send this beautiful prayer to. We're going to chant it a few times together, and then we'll close with chanting Sat Nam. Sat means truth, Nam is our essence, our identity. So again, reaffirming that connection with our true nature. The hands are in prayer pose of the heart. Calling to mind this person or groups of people, surrounding them with your love, with the beautiful golden light of healing, well-being. Make the sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and your light within. I do way on, way long time, sunshine on you, all love surround you, and flow like the way go. Way on, way long time, sunshine on you, all earth surround you, and your light we I have way on. Way long time, sunshine on you, all earth surround you, and your light we light up, way on.